So there's some big clues in the astrology of, and this goes back to Richard Rudd and Lee Harrison. He's also talking about this new biology, not just new consciousness, but new biology, as Richard Rudd is. So I am always led by the archetypes in the astrology, because I've been talking about Haumea and Sedna for a couple of years, and I was anticipating this would be a new consciousness, a change in state, and the beginning of a metamorphosis to produce a new biology, to produce a new biological human with a higher consciousness. I didn't have any evidence then. I just had the archetypes, the astrological archetypes to inform me. But because I've been around the track a few times, I always trust the astrology, and then I wait for it to manifest in the world. Do you know
and
what
you're
I mean?
great at finding the people that are speaking it from other angles as well, Pam, on your YouTube channel.
It's great because I think, wow, bullseye, that's great. That kind of fills in that picture, wow, that's amazing. And it's very exciting because it's like a kind of theoretical, multidimensional jigsaw. And then you see kind of popping off in the world, whether it's via physicists or biologists or spiritual people, you think, wow, that's thrilling because it's fulfilling what I regard to be a divine plan for humanity.
Yeah, and you've found some wonderful young people, haven't you, on your Facebook, innovators, very young.
Isn't that exciting?
It's incredible.
Aquarius energy is linked to genius, it's linked to youth, it's linked to innovation, it's linked to somebody really finding, their unique gift to bring to the world. So, and I post them almost every day on Facebook, and you'll see them, Sarah, and and that's the only social media platform apart from YouTube I'm using. But some of these children are 12 years old.
Yes, it's incredible, isn't it?
They're winning science prizes because they're finding incredible ways to produce free energy or water in an area of desert. I mean, it just blows my mind, these children.
So they're come in with all these templates already activated whilst we're trying to still kind of play catch up and shift. They're already the new humans. And so we can look to them as much as anything else, really.
They absolutely are, Sarah. And, take my hat off to these incredible, because they're going to be our future leaders. They don't want to be leaders in the old sense of top down, but they will be the visionaries, the inventors, the innovators, the progressives. And we, as the older generation, myself particularly, will be following their ideas and saying, this is phenomenal. How exciting. It's natural, it's organic, and it's thrilling because it's changing the world.
It's super exciting. I love this about your work, Pam. You always put the positive angle on everything and really focus on that. That's so important.
I kind of feel it in my bones because, I really do try and walk my talk in incredibly simple ways, but I can just drop into bliss. I mean, my walks through ancient woodland every morning in whatever weather are non-negotiable because my neighbor's dog taps his watch and waits for me. So that's kind of non-negotiable. And I was walking through the woods this morning. For once, it wasn't raining. And there was a touch of spring and that kind of electricity and that kind of lime green appearing in the moss. And I could feel the elementals, and I was just dropping into bliss. And it's, this is not complicated. I'm not going into a ritual or a ceremony, or I'm just looking at nature in awe and thinking I am just in pure bliss with wonder at the life force which emerges so reliably every spring. I just love it. I just love it.
And you're very much in the shifting into the heart space. I know a lot of your practices, a lot of the practical advice that you talk about are shifting into your heart space. And when we do that, we can be present with the beauty of our world, really.
Absolutely. And with your work, Sarah, with all the healing you're doing, this is your bread and butter too. This is at the core of your work. And that's where we're headed. We're headed out of the mind, which is so much smaller. We're headed out of the information age, TikTok, Twitter, short attention span, into something much more profound, which is the heart. And the heart is obviously the place where love emerges from, but it's also, I think, that's the center of a physiological harmony within ourselves of breath, brain, heart, but also a harmony with all that is.
Yeah, very much so.
With inner and out. This is kind of Lemurian, I feel, with
Yeah.
inner and outer. And that just feels so simple and so fabulous.
It is simple, isn't it? When we put it down to that, just keep coming back. And
Yeah.
you know what the things that you've been talking about, it very much so feels like a remembering, of our
Yeah.
multidimensional roots.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I feel, so much of the ancient wisdom of the indigenous people, but I feel it'll go even deeper. I think it will be a friend and colleague of mine, American astrologer Martha Alter Hines is one of the people I know who's channeling inner earth beings, and I know there are other people who are doing this too. And that is thrilling, because that may seem kind of wild and wacky and crazy, but they have so much to teach us that in our arrogance of we are a sophisticated modern society, we've just dismissed. But I don't think the world we have created is something to be admired. I think the ancient beings, well, they just have so much wisdom that we can, we should be on our knees in holding sacred space and listening to what they're saying, is my view.
Absolutely. That feels like there's a lot of healing. And I feel that one of the most important things is to be doing that heart healing, that trauma work at this
Yeah.
time,
And
because
that's a big part
we've
of
all
what
been
you're
so
doing.
traumatized by the world that we live in. It's fried our nervous systems as well. The fast pace, of everything happening. So it's how can we come back to ourselves and come back to the heart? It's a journey of healing, really.
And this is so much, excusing the pun, at the heart of what you're doing, Sarah. But I think even more important now, your work is even more important, because things are going to speed up faster and faster and faster. They're not going to slow down. And you were going to get very jazzed up and